Okay, guys. So, real quick, I want to talk about how, just to piggyback off my last video about black women can't be the least desired with constant blackfishing. Okay, so I want to talk about how black women have been fooled into believing they are at the bottom, and they continue, some of them, many of them still, continue to fight to stay there. Now, what prompted me to make this audio also is because I was just listening to Chrissy talking about the lady from Queen and Slim and how she got married to a non-black man, and he's worth $8 million too, and she's worth $500,000. So she did level up. Okay, she married somebody that's making several times more right now than what she's making. Okay, nobody knows the future of what's going to happen with her career or his career, but right now he's doing better than she is. Okay, and you never know, because a lot of these white men, I'm gonna be honest with you, they know how to hide what they're actually making too. So I wouldn't count on reading something off of Google and really seeing a true amount, because he might have investments in different countries. A lot of white men do. A lot of white men are into investments, and he might have investments or have other things going on in other countries where he don't have to deal with the IRS. They do that a lot. So you never know how much these folks really have, because people tried to do that with Serena and Alex Ohanian, talking about how he wasn't worth that much. I think they tried to say he only was worth $6 million and she was worth so much more. You don't know what these guys have going on. They know how to they play the game. But that's not what I was making this for. I was listening to Chrissy, and it kind of inspired me. The reason why it inspired me is because black women are still fighting to be at the bottom. They're still fighting. She I guess posted somebody commenting under her video that she did under her live stream that she did about this lady. I forget her name, but her first name is Jody, from Queen and Slim. And somebody said, "Oh, $8 million, is that all he worth? That's not leveling up." Okay, so the people who make those kind of comments, what's the net worth of the man that you are dating, if you're dating anybody? And I'm not criticizing if you're not with anybody, because I'm not interested in being in a relationship either. But what I'm saying is, criticizing a woman for being with somebody and marrying somebody who's worth $8 million when she's only worth $500,000, which $500,000 is a lot too. To me it is anyway. But you criticize somebody that's making several times more than she's already making. Okay, and it makes me wonder, okay, so how much is the man worth that person made that comment? How much is the man worth that they're with? If they're with anybody, like I said, if she's not with anybody, it's not a problem. But what I'm saying is, they make those comments like they're with somebody that's worth what Bill Gates is worth, or at least even worth what Jay-Z is worth. They post those comments like they are doing so much better. And now this is what I want to say about black women falling for the fact that they are the least desired. Okay, so like I said, I'm piggybacking off of my video about because they're constantly blackfishing. Now, I could care less about white women trolling black women. Honestly, I don't care at all, because that's not what I was trying to that's not really the point I was making. Now, some black women might be concerned about that, but they're going to do what they're going to do. I don't speak on black women and their antics. I just don't really get into that anymore, because I can't waste my energy with that. But the point I was saying is that white women do imitate black women, regardless of what Kim actually looked like in that picture. The point is, and now Amanda Sills did a side to side showing that she wore the exact dress that Beyonce had on that P. Diddy's party. Now, I don't know much. The only reason I know about P. Diddy's party, because it's like I said, I'm subscribed to certain women on YouTube that talk about these things, okay? And that's the only time I kind of keep up with stuff is because of the women I'm subscribed to. Otherwise, I would never know any of these things. But, so she did a side-by-side picture, and it showed that Beyonce had on the same dress with Jay-Z at P. Diddy's party, and Kanye West and Kim was over there too. And then Amanda talks about how she looked like a Beyonce, Diana Carroll. That's what she said. Beyonce, Diana Carroll. I said, that sounds about right. But if she was trying to do that, whether she was trying to do that, I don't know. But she did wear the exact dress that Beyonce had, and it wasn't that long ago. So, but that's not, like I said, that is not the point that I was making. I don't care about white women trolling black women. I don't care about that stuff. And I don't even care about black women trying to make a big deal out of it, because I am not getting caught up in their antics. What I'm saying is that nobody wants to imitate anybody who's at the bottom. Think about a cockroach. And think about the other bugs who are the top of the hierarchy. Or think about a species, think about the top of the hierarchy. Why would a woman, regardless of, I don't care what Kim looked like in that picture. That's because that's not what I really care about. That's really not what I was trying to say. Why would a woman who's already the standard of beauty, which is white women, they are the standard of beauty. Okay, I don't care about black women wearing weaves. Because black women wearing weaves is not white fishing. Black fishing, these ladies they bronze their skin, they tan their skin, and they literally look like they're either mixed, or they don't look dark skinned, but at the most they look like they're mixed. And a lot of mixed women that's mixed, like have a black parent and a white parent, a lot of times they look racially ambiguous. They just do. Sometimes I don't even know that they are, if they have a black parent. Sometimes I think they might be, Hispanic, so sometimes those women want to look like them. But the point I'm saying is that if you have a group of women who is the standard of beauty, but a lot of them are trolling a group of women who are supposedly, according to some stupid article, according to some dumb article from Love Cupid or whatever the name is, Hello Cupid or some stuff like that. But supposedly trolling a group of women that's supposed to be the least desired, trolling a group of women who's at the bottom. Why would you want to imitate anything at the bottom? I was making this hierarchy of bugs. Why would the highest hierarchy of bugs want to be like a roach? Why would they want to do that? See, people criticize black women for wearing blonde hair and all this weave and stuff, but the truth is, they are not the standard, and they've been pushed down and beat down, and I can't really criticize them for wearing blonde weave as much as I can criticize a white woman for blackfishing, because the white woman is the standard of beauty. So why would a woman who's at the very top of the food chain want to look like somebody who's at the very bottom of the food chain? Doesn't that sound worse? Why would you, and I'm going to tell you something, had black women been the standard of beauty, she wouldn't be wearing no weave. I'm going to tell you that right now. If she was the standard of beauty, she would not be wearing no weave. And in my opinion, a lot of black American women especially wear all that stuff in their head. Some of them, because some of them wear weave because they just feel like wearing weave, okay? But a lot of them wear that stuff in their head because they want black men. Because I noticed when black women get with non-black men, they are more comfortable with their own hair. And a lot of them wear weave because they feel like black men don't like their natural hair. If a lot of black women leave black men the heck alone, they probably would take all the weave out because they're just trying to get the black man's attention. That's not the same. White women are trolling black women. That's why the point I'm making before I cut this off is that black women are not at the bottom. They've been fooled into thinking they're at the bottom, and they act as such. And now a lot of them fight hard to be at the bottom, but they've been fooled by media into believing they're at the bottom, because it's impossible to be at the bottom when you got so many people, so many cultures trying to imitate you. Why would so many cultures, so many different cultures, so many different groups of women, why are a lot of them they imitate black women so much? You rarely see black women imitating the Mexican culture. You rarely see black women imitating white culture. You know what I mean? Like literally, I mean, black women live in America, but you rarely see them imitating. I got to get off. But the point I'm making is that they can't be at the bottom when so many women want to be like them. That lets me know that they are actually at the top. And if they would stop believing, I gotta go. Hold on a second.